Turf Business TV are here at Saltex 2017, and I'm on the Bayer stand and joined by Dr. Colin Mumford. Colin, what's the big news in your side of the market at the moment?
The biggest news that's really hit the turf industry is that Ipridine, the active ingredient in a fungicide active ingredient, which is a standalone chemical group used for controlling disease, is actually going to be revoked by the regulatory authorities.
And that'll have some big impacts on the industry. Where's that most going to be felt?
Really, it's for turf managers that are reliant on sort of late curative applications of a fungicide. So it's a fungicide that controls all stages of the disease cycle, microdocium or fusarium in old money, and it's one of those products that's a get out of jail free card. So when you've got an established disease, that active ingredient that's found in Chipco Green and Interface, for example, you can apply it at any stage of the disease development, and you're rest assured it will control it, it will stop it in its tracks.
So that goes missing. What are you guys doing to help the turf managers in that respect now to deal with that?
Okay, so we have a product development pipeline, so we're still investing in new technology, new methods, new applications of not just fungicides, but all elements that will help control and manage disease. We have that pipeline. We will have new products that will be coming through in the relatively short period, in the very soon near future. So we will have replacement products, but currently we are looking at the loss of Chipco Green and Interface, and we're advising greenkeepers and turf managers that they should be looking at a preventative strategy to disease management, rather than a curative strategy.
And how long until these products are no longer available?
So the European regulatory authorities have said that Ipridine is going, and they've suggested that it will be a 3-month period for the sellout of the products, for all Ipridine containing products, and then an additional 3 months for the use-up period for end users. But it's down to each nation within Europe, their local regulatory authority, to actually give the dates when that revocation becomes effective. So we don't know when that date will be yet. We just know that it's going to happen fairly soon.
Fairly soon. So months, stroke, couple of years. What are we talking?
Months.
Months. Okay. Developing new products and bringing new products to market. I mean, you guys have got a constantly moving target in terms of the way the regulations are changing and different core ingredients going missing for you. What do you do about keeping ahead of that curve and making sure that when something like this happens, you've got something in the background waiting to come in and help the turf care industry?
So we get quite a good forewarning on the direction the regulatory environment will go, because you have directives that are drawn up and issued in Europe, and they are prepared and come into effect sort of 8, 9, 10 years after the directive has been introduced. So a prime example is the Water Framework Directive.
Yep.
That was sort of introduced in 2003 and became effective in 2012. So we knew what requirements where aquatic bodies, water fates are required. So because we have that information available to hand, we are able to then adjust and produce products, future products, that not only meet that new directive, but will surpass it to try and ensure that it's as future-proof as possible.